Did you know that the official registration date for Stikbot was filed on January 12, 2015? You probably didn't know that, or maybe you did. Hi, welcome to 50 more facts about Stikbot. It's the 50 facts about Stikbot, except there's 50 more of them. The first known Stikbot animation was created by Animation Eddie. It was just a coin and a prototype Stikbot. This is kind of what got him the job at Zing. I wish I could get hired with an animation like this. There's an RC car with a Stikbot name, just named ever so slightly differently. The quality does not look the best, as it is low range and overall has cheap plastic design. No idea why it's called Stikbot, but it is so. But like, it's really close to the name Stikbot. Japan, unlike many other countries, only seem to ever have officially gotten translucent Stikbot colors, officially released by Zing, so that means that no solid colors released in Japan. A channel named Bricked Kids seems to be the first time a solid Stikbot was in Japan. There was no other proof of solid Stikbots being in Japan other than this channel, so they may be the first ones to ever have a solid Stikbot in Japan. There are many dub channels for Stikbot, including Spanish and Japanese. These channels stopped up only a while ago, like a really long time ago, but they kinda got decently popular while they're still active. However, it was clear that near the end was approaching because it got to the point where they just stopped dubbing the channels and just started subbing them instead. So, yeah. Also, the Japanese profile seems to have never had a profile, like, at any point in time. Like, this is just the default YouTube profile. The AJ Kit S car from Stikbot Journey is a slightly modified Lego car from the set 60007-1. In a video made by the YouTuber named Chazington, during his Undertale video, he mentioned Stikbot briefly. In the comments, many people were saying that it brought back so many memories, like just from this little short section. So who knows, maybe we'll see a retrospective by him. And since listing that fact, he has once mentioned Stikbot again in the video called Poorly Aged Toy Line, and he once again mentioned Stikbots. In Stikbot packaging, Stikbots come with hand clips and are used to kind of close out the Stikbot suction cups. This is kind of like to reduce the space in the Stikbot packaging. They used to be plastic but now have changed to cardboard. This was used to become more eco-friendly, however this also meant they became incredibly useless, with a lot of hand cups literally just being single ones that would literally not do anything. Sometimes they would do stuff, and sometimes they wouldn't do anything. When testing each Stikbot color, they would put each Stikbot through a UV ultraviolet kind of light exposure to the Stikbot to see what colors would like last the longest and which ones wouldn't fade. This is incredibly interesting because I didn't know they would test Stikbots to the extreme, but I guess it's a good way to see if a color would fade after a while. The strings inside of a Stikbot are manually put in instead of using a machine. This process takes longer, but ensures that the Stikbot strings are more balanced and the Stikbots can stretch properly, and just ensuring quality overall. By 2017 through 2018, majority of classic animators had left Zing/Stikbot, such as Animation Eddie, along with freelance animators such as Counter656. At this time, Stikbot went through heavy restructuring. This would lead Stikbot to start looking for animators, offering 60,000 contracts to multiple animators. Contrary to popular belief, there was actually a Stikbot.com named Stikbot.com. Stikbot.com existed for the first few years of Stikbot, featuring a lot of exclusive images and information about Stikbot. On Stikbot.com, there was actually a Stikbot club you could sign up for. This was likely just a newsletter though, so no like exclusive like Stikbot dancing or something. There was once a Stikbot grizzly bear scene in the original Stikbot pet commercial, however when the Stikbot pets eventually came out, there was no grizzly bear to be seen. And for years we had no real bear Stikbot until, in the Stikbot 2024 advent calendar, we finally got our first Stikbot bear, a polar bear, from the North Pole. Speaking of the 2024 advent calendar, there are actually multiple variants of some Stikbots in the advent calendar depending on which advent calendar you got. This includes the two multicolored ones and the Santa Claus ones. It seems to be a 50-50 chance of which one you got, so it seems like there won't be a massive scarcity issue based on like the different types, but it's kind of a scummy way to do stuff because, you know, you get one advent calendar but you don't get all the Stikbots that are offered in the advent calendar. Dr. Z was a popular series on this main Stikbot channel that Animation Eddie did in a live action kind of format, so not really animation. It was basically a Stikbot tutorial series before My Hero. After the series ended, all the videos were deleted off the face of the internet, and were basically never seen to be again. However, there have been multiple Stikbot archive channels. However, the most active one re-uploaded some Dr. Z Stikbot episodes after years of being removed from YouTube. Also, Animation has attempted to bring back this kind of Dr. Z series by doing the Where is Dr. Z collab, which he has not really made yet, but basically it was kind of like a contest. People could like enter and stuff. We would redub audio clips, make it into an original stop motion animation, which was really, really cool, but it's been almost 4 years since that point, and nothing's really happened. But it was a cool idea. Regarding Zing, did you know they actually got themselves into a lawsuit between Zero? It was actually a Zing and Ozwa's kind of situation thing. It was a bunch of legal stuff, but in short, toys were similar to Zero, so suing was on the table. It sounds a lot more boring than it actually did, but it was something that happened. There was one Stikbot NFTs back in 2022, when NFTs were all the rage, and they aren't the rage anymore. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad for that. But Stikbot made NFTs despite the controversy. It was the closest thing that Stikbot's ever been from getting themselves cancelled. Stikbot eventually stopped the NFTs after community backlash, but yeah, NFTs associated with scams and stuff. No wonder why they canceled these. In 2017, Stikbot did a contest saying that if their channel reached 500,000 subscribers before the end of March, they would make an off-the-grid prequel series, or just movie. They ended up reaching the milestone, and as promised, they said they would make the series/movie prequel thing. Despite being cancelled, there are many unused pieces of off-the-grid prequel stuff out there, like the plot outline and some art. There were also plans of reviving the show, but that's kind of just like speculation and stuff in some words through the Discord server. I don't know if we fully need it, but it would be cool. There are multiple different types of Stikbot memes on the internet, and they are just, They say stuff. Most of them are just silly and fun, and, you know, really cool that they're just like memes, but Stikbot. So I put Stikbot into the spotlight. But this one's my favorite. Like, this is just hysterical. The stick flip was a challenge back in the great year of 2016, with the most super hype memes and trends, one of those being the water bottle flip trend. So stick flip was basically just the water bottle flip trend, so yeah, it kind of adds up, maybe. Not really based off a real life trend, but there was also a Stikbot balance beam kind of contest challenge kind of thing. There was even an endorsement from the real Stikbot channel. Back in 2021, there was a massive tier list controversy regarding the Sticktuber tier list made by Lego Stikbot. Every video uploaded making a tier list got lots of people up in arms because they were placed on the list that they didn't really want to be placed on the list. Understandable, but it was just a tier list at the end of the day. Also, if you ever want to make a Stikbot tier list, there's all kinds out there, like too many, like why do we need all these? Stikbot Studio had a soundtrack of some kind. It's actually pretty fire, and it's nice to listen to. But this is the reason why the app doesn't run very well, because it is playing music. In the home menu, it has to store stuff, like music files, I think, and then it would kind of make it crash. Stikbot Studio was also one of the first integrated toy apps out there, where a toy was made and an app came along with it. Because after Stikbot, we got a Lego one and this thing called Osmo. Basically, it's like toy and app come together. Stikbot has an original Twitter account, X account, where they post stuff like, "My mom let me have a Twitter. The recent beef has been kinda cooked. Not gonna lie." Stuff like that. They stopped posting 2 years ago, which is sad, because they would post a bunch of interesting stuff. But it's a cool piece of history. The popular Minecraft YouTuber Popular Knows once reacted to a Stikbot video. They did like a little animation contest mini, and Stikbot was featured in it. It was a simple green screen kind of thing with a dubbing of one of their videos, but it was still really cool that this popular YouTuber once reacted to a Stikbot video. There are Stikbot birthday printouts. It's mainly something exclusive to the Zing New Zealand Zing store, but you can also, print them out if you want. You don't have to be in New Zealand. I have no idea if anyone used these, but they're cool. Also, just to make this clear, this is for younger kids. So yeah. When Zing began launching their products in South Africa, they collaborated with Prima Toys to help get their toys into stores. All the products were the same, like basically the same as international market. But it was cool that they collaborate with a different kind of toy manufacturer just to make sure their target market was met. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like they were too successful because they kind of like faded away after a little bit and aren't really being sold there anymore. In 2017, to boost Stikbot sales even more, Zing teamed up with Havas Group to create Stikbot Easy Stories. Havas Group is a French ad agency, and I guess Zing wanted to collaborate with them. I mean, the French seem pretty cool. I found only one of the episodes. The rest of the episodes seem to be lost or locked, or on just the most random websites. There seem to be about 60 of these, which is pretty impressive. However, they are kind of interesting. I will say episode 1 is the one I could find. It's actually pretty good. Also, ever notice how all these Stikbot ads are really similar? Like, they're done in a different style than normal Stikbot videos. Well, these were commissions by Zing to RE Productions. They are strange and overall like less kind of Stikbot character movements like in stop motion style, but they're really unique. And they also kind of just feature like less kind of movement overall. But it's really cool that these were kind of like different ads that they would use. In April 2018, Stikbot reached a milestone where they had sold over 3 million Stikbot individual figures as that time. This number has not been updated since then, but in April 2018, they had over 3 million individual figures sold. Also at that time, Stikbot reached over 40 countries that had a Stikbot in them, which is quite a lot for such a silly little figure. There are a lot of fan-created games on Stikbot, such as Scratch, and honestly, they're pretty good. Like, I mean, especially this one. Like, this is straight up peak. You know, maybe not so official, but pretty good. Did you know that Stikbot was originally not made as a stop-motion figure? Instead, it was designed as a desk toy. This is interesting to think about because it is a pretty fire desk toy already, but it also doubles as a stop-motion toy. So it can be both, okay? There is a lost Stikbot ARG. We don't really know much about it besides the one kind of like video that reminds of it. There was a video called Stikbot Can You Save Me? It's literally just a video of someone holding a Stikbot at nighttime and the person runs and then kind of like lose the camera. I guess that's pretty much it. There isn't much else to this. I don't even know if it was supposed to be an ARG, but it's pretty cool that there might have been an attempt at a Stikbot ARG. Stikbots have been used in many school projects, mainly used as a way to get elementary kids to care about like the media arts and stuff. Pretty cool idea, but it has been a disaster. Despite that, it's a really creative way to introduce stop motion because Stikbots are a more fun way to control unlike Lego, and it just appeals to kids more. One of the most famous inside jokes in the Stikbot community is the Domino's Pizza saying that Scooby-Doo once said. This clip was lost for over 4 years until it was found in its entirety, and it shows that it was said during a game of Among Us. Stikbot has a Vine account, kind of like the Stikbot TikTok account, but like way shorter, and I would say overall better. These are just like short fun videos, the more fuller videos, but it's pretty cool. The Stikbot eating worm continues to still bring in a lot of views. The video has gained 7 million views this past year. For how old the Stikbot video is, and for how kind of dead the toy brand is. That is really impressive that this video, which is literally just a re-uploaded video from someone else, is still gaining traction. On January 26th, the original Stikbot commercial turned 10 years old, officially bringing Stikbot into the double digits. Well, that was 50 more facts about Stikbot. I hope you enjoyed this one.
Oh yeah, also I'd like to give a special thank you to Clay Film for getting me a lot of these facts. He was a massive help with this video.
When I started this, I was like, oh, 50 more facts? That's going to be easy. But then I realized that it's probably not so easy. But it was a lot of fun to kind of find these facts and put them all together. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Well, I'm Leopold, and bye.